it going on there, guys? We're going to talk about a few things. You're currently talking to a pilot who started off in GPS. Been doing this for 6 or 7 years now. I started off in GPS, and then I slowly transitioned my flying into FPV over a period of time, because for me there's just nothing matched like FPV. It just gives you such exhilaration. This is from a standpoint of somebody who does fly GPS and also flies FPV. So take that into consideration. I do fly Freestyle FPV on 5S, 4S. Haven't really seen the reason for 6S yet. I just don't need it. I think 5S covers most of my needs. But that being said, my buddy Tech Tweaker Clinton called me up and he was like, "Hey man, I got the FPV drone. I want you to try it. I want you to come out and fly it in Acro." And I did have an opportunity to fly that today in Acro. I have to say there is a place in this market for it. But there's things I want you to understand. I don't perceive this thing as being any kind of freestyle quad. It's not. They can't take the bashing, the punishment, the hits. It just can't. Is there a place for it in this market? Yes. And after flying it today, I would have to say it does do very well with cinematic shots when you're flying in full manual. It's very smooth. Do I think it's on par with the Hero 8 or Hero 9? No. I think you can get smoother. But once again, this is DJI. We're talking about the first rendition of what this drone has the possibility to become in the future. Not just with firmware updates, but a whole nother unit. I'm sure they're already making a second version of this thing that's going to be better than the first. DJI has a weird way of doing beta things by letting you guys be the guinea pigs, tell them what your thoughts are, and then they try to capitalize on that and make it better for the next go around. So I don't think that this is the first and final version of anything that they're going to create. I think we probably have another FPV drone in the future coming that's going to solve a lot of the problems people have been complaining about. And one of those is obviously arms, motors replacement, stuff like that. So I would purchase one of these if I was doing a lot of chasing or long range flying, trying to get extremely cinematic shots. I would not purchase this for any kind of freestyle stuff. Can it do it? Yes. In my opinion, this thing flies like a brick. It is heavy. It is heavy, and you notice that it's heavy when you're flying. I'm going to show you guys some of how I fly normally on 4S and 5S. I'll show you two different videos so you can see how much I pop it up. And I run an old Hero 4. I don't like to bash up my newer camera, so I run an old Hero 4 with no stabilization. So you're going to see the jitters. You're going to see some vibrations. I'm not running a Hero 7. I use my Hero 7 for vlogging. Every camera that I throw on my rig, I don't run stabilization on. I don't want to. I don't want to bash up good cameras that are expensive, and I just don't see the need for it. So with that being said, I think it flies like a brick, but I think it's very good for cinematic shots. If you're flying manual, the assisted modes are very different. So let's roll this footage. I'm going to show you how I normally fly my freestyle rigs on 4 and 5S, and then I'm going to show you my DJI flight, and we'll pop that flight in there, and you guys can hear me talk about what I see, the things I'm going through, my thoughts on it. So stick around, enjoy.
Alright guys, I'm here with my buddy Tech Tweaker, and yeah, he's given me an opportunity to try his DJI FPV rig in manual mode. Right now we've got quite an opening, considerable opening here to play with. Ooh, these are very loose.
Yeah, let's tighten that up.
Oh, we're good. Okay, that's actually not too bad.
Does it fit comfy on your face?
Yeah, that's not too bad. So what are we doing here? We're going into...
You're in sport mode, so you have to take off in one of the normal or sport modes.
So I would go...
So when you're ready, hit that M button down, and then you'll be prompted to hold it in a certain place, and that's when it unlocks the manual mode.
So should I do that on the ground or in the air?
You have to do it in the air. Yeah, you have to go.
Okay, so just
up,
give it throttle to go up?
Arm it with the DJI style.
How's that?
Props in.
Sticks in?
Sticks in.
Okay.
And then that'll arm it up.
And then take off.
Raise above half throttle, take off.
Alright, and then put it in manual, line up the sticks and go.
That's it.
And then brake.
Brake.
Gangster.
Go for it, bro.
Hold on a sec. I got a walker here. Got a soft target in the field here. Give him a chance to get through. Hi. Curiosity. Okay. And I see just fine. Alright, so you said sticks in.
Sticks in. Arm it up.
Sticks in. Okay, so... Oh my gosh.
Oh, hit the record button. Is it, here.
How do we do that?
It should be up, sorry. So now you see the record in the side, top right, or...
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording. There you go.
Alright, so now I'm going to switch this into manual. You ready?
Go for it, man.
So manual.
Yeah, people walking under the code.
Alright, now what's it say?
Hold the sticks.
Who's walking underneath it?
They're about to walk by. Bring it back just a little bit.
Yeah, so I can see.
Yep.
Alright. Oh boy, we got a whole team of people coming through.
Yeah, there's a bunch of girls coming back.
I'm actually going to go ahead and get out in the middle of the field before I do this.
Yeah. After then, you're good.
Alright, so let's just so that doesn't keep happening, we'll just get out here a little ways. Alright, we're good?
Yep.
Wow, this thing is crazy. Alright, so, and this says...
Hold the sticks in a certain place. As soon as that says you're good, you're in manual. Yep.
Okay. Remote control stick air. What is that?
Don't just disregard that. I think it's something new. Yeah, there's something with maybe the screws.
Alright.
Everything's working fine.
Let's just take this thing for a manual cruise here. Oh boy. The first thing I'm going to tell you guys is that this is super clear. It is extremely clear. It's, yeah, man. This is awesome. I don't want Clinton to like be on the edge of his seat here, so I'm just going to cruise a little bit light
You're not
hole.
gonna make me
I do like the way it flies. It's very smooth. It's extremely smooth. How's it do with the orbits? Oh, beautiful, man. Oh, this is gorgeous, dude. It's crazy. This thing definitely has its place in the market, but I think it's more for cinematic long range kind of stuff. What do you think?
Either one, man. You can have fun, or I'm sure do some.
Yeah, heck yeah. So it can also get pretty rowdy quickly, which is good.
How are the rates on? What are your impressions?
They feel good. They feel solid, man.
I put them a little up.
I did
put
a
them like
punch up.
500 from the default 420. It's like the default 420 on all pitch y'all roll.
Right. It does have a weird camera angle that I'm not quite used to.
You can't. Well, it's hard to do it while you're
flying.
Flying. But
Yeah.
You
Let's see what happens if I do a snap over this here. Yeah, it feels a little weird, man. That's an angle I would definitely have to adjust to from the FOV I'm used to.
Yeah, well, you can put it up or down. That's the thing.
It definitely cruises very well. Sorry, guys, this is my first time on these sticks, so I'm not really used to them, but it is definitely a smooth flyer. I'm trying to make my stick transitions as smooth as possible here.
Oh, we should have done like a sync up so you can put it over your like your video when you get the later. You can do like a
stick sync up.
Yeah.
Man, that augmented home point is really strange. It's cool, but it feels weird because I don't have that on any of my quads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently, too, there's this thing that helps it track. It's got a receiver for that identification, like the whatever that is for remote aircraft.
Right.
And it'll start if an actual aircraft with that transponder comes by, it'll start telling you that aircraft's inbound.
Really?
And apparently, it's supposed to mark it on your goggles too. Like it'll show you where it's at. I haven't experienced that yet. I've heard it warn me, but I haven't seen the marker yet.
Definitely smooth.
You got some other girls walking.
Walking through.
Yep.
Okay. How's the battery? 75%. So.
Oh, you got.
Oh no! Hold on.
It's on the bottom, sort of bottom middle. It's a battery icon. You'll see some numbers.
55. Okay, we're still good. Yeah.
That's the battery
Still
on the
cruising.
quad. You probably were looking at the battery.
Yeah, the goggles.
And the controller's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's working great. Yeah, you can get some super smooth footage with this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying it's as good as you could do with any other manual quad. You could definitely probably get about the same results. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the GoPros on those, get really good HD footage all the same. Ah, I see a little split ass thing going on.
Yeah, it was a little skitty though. This thing is a brick, dude. It's heavy. I would have to adjust to the weight of this. You know what I mean?
See, yeah, you already know what you were doing with it anyway, so you took right to it.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, it just took
the
me a
initial
second.
like, are you sure you want me to do? Yeah, man.
Right.
I want you to do it.
It's a good flyer, man.
Because that event this past weekend took that edge off for me. You know, it let me get my hands on it, and I was like, okay, I like this.
Right. Yeah, the visuals are just incredible, bro. That HD lets you get right up on things, man. It's beautiful.
Oh, I realized I didn't switch it over to 4K again, but whatever. 1080p.
All right, I'm gonna give you some battery here.
Okay.
And what's it doing? Is it landing?
Oh, because your throttle is not mid. Yeah, that's the thing. When it doesn't self-center like that, in any other mode, it doesn't hold its altitude.
It should be good now. It's holding its spot. I just adjusted. Dude, thank you for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hell yeah. I'll get that footage of you too, man. That'll be awesome.
Here, did you stop the
recording? No, I did not.
Here, I'll do that.
It's got its place. I would not use this for freestyle stuff. Obviously, I can bang up my own rigs, but if I was doing long-range cinematic stuff, this is definitely ideal for that. This thing is definitely a ripper, man. I would have to get used to the weight characteristics, but it flies like a beast. Sweet.
So, long story short, I think it's a good long-range flyer. I think you have the ability to get some excellent mountain footage or just long-range, low tree flying manual stuff, and that's probably pretty good for chasing boats and jet skis and stuff like that. Would I use this as a freestyle quad? Absolutely not. You wouldn't be coming home with a rig. Let's face facts. One fatal crash like our other rigs do, and it's toast. So I can see the excitement, I can see the enjoyment in it, but I personally probably would never purchase it unless I had a real necessity to do those types of things. Do I think it's a way into FPV? It might have created more interest, but do I think it's a great beginner quad to start with for FPV? I don't think so. I think there's a lot cheaper methods to get into FPV if you guys were thinking about it. Now, if you just want something that's sporty and fun, well, heck, let's just call it the Mavic Sport, because that's, in my mind, what it is, with the ability to do acro for certain shots. I would not use this for anything freestyle that we do, and we like to rip and bang our quads into things. So I think it's a good long-range flyer. I think it's a great cinematic quad. And I think that it's great for probably chases, dirt bikes, ATVs, all that kind of stuff. But remember, flying that kind of rowdiness, man, normally ends up with a crash at some point or another. And you'll be down a drone. So think about that. There are cheaper ways to get into FPV. This is just my opinion. I'm just a pilot that flies both aspects. So those are my thoughts and opinions. Whether you agree with them or you don't, they're mine. So, drone worship from somewhere in beautiful Tampa, Florida, and I'm out. Catch you guys on the flip. Toodaloo!